Have you ever settled down with a warm, comforting bowl of oatmeal, expecting to feel nourished and energized, only to find yourself feeling sluggish, bloated, or strangely unsatisfied a little while later? It's a common experience, and for many of us, especially as we navigate the journey of life beyond 60, that morning bowl of oats is meant to be a cornerstone of good health, a gentle start to the day that supports our heart, our digestion, and our energy levels. Yet, for some, it doesn't quite deliver on that promise. It's frustrating, isn't it? When something you truly believe is good for you somehow misses the mark. The truth is, the issue usually isn't with the wonderful whole grain oats themselves. No, the real secret lies in what we often unknowingly add to our oatmeal, turning a perfectly wholesome meal into something that can actually work against our well-being, silently hindering our digestion and even impacting our overall health goals. In this video, we're going to pull back the curtain and uncover 7 common foods that, when mixed with your beloved oatmeal, can inadvertently transform it from a superfood into a source of discomfort, even undermining its incredible health benefits. We'll talk about simple, practical swaps and adjustments that are easy to incorporate and can make all the difference in how you feel. And make sure you watch right to the very end, because I promise you, there's something truly important we'll share that will genuinely surprise you about how you can enjoy your oatmeal to its fullest potential. Let's dive right in and look at the first common culprit that often finds its way into our oatmeal bowls. Unknowingly undermining all the good intentions: excessive refined sugar and artificial sweeteners. Now, I know, a little sweetness can make oatmeal sing, but when we heap in spoonfuls of white sugar, brown sugar, or even douse it with syrups, we are essentially turning a nutrient-dense whole grain into something that behaves more like a dessert. The fiber in oatmeal is fantastic for slowly releasing energy, helping to keep our blood sugar steady. But when you introduce a large dose of refined sugar, you create a rapid spike in blood glucose for those of us over 60. Our bodies don't always handle these rapid fluctuations as efficiently as they once did, and this can lead to an energy crash shortly after eating, leaving us feeling tired and hungry again much sooner than we should. Worse still, chronic blood sugar spikes can contribute to inflammation throughout the body, something we're all trying to avoid as we age, and it increases the risk of developing insulin resistance and even type 2 diabetes. Think of it this way: oatmeal is designed to be a slow-burning fuel. Adding too much refined sugar is like throwing highly flammable kindling onto a steady fire. It burns fast and hot, then fizzles out. Instead of sustained energy, you get a quick burst followed by a slump. Now, let's talk about artificial sweeteners, which many people turn to as a healthy alternative to sugar, believing they're doing their bodies a favor. But here's the often overlooked truth: while they might not contain calories, artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin can have a surprisingly negative impact on our gut health. Our gut microbiome, that bustling community of trillions of bacteria in our digestive system, plays a crucial role in everything from nutrient absorption and immune function to even our mood and brain health. Research is increasingly showing that artificial sweeteners can disrupt this delicate balance, leading to changes in gut bacteria that may contribute to glucose intolerance and metabolic issues, essentially counteracting the very benefits you're seeking from a healthy breakfast. For our mature bodies, maintaining a healthy gut is paramount. A disturbed gut can lead to bloating, gas, discomfort, and even compromise our immune system. So, while you might think you're avoiding sugar, you could be introducing a different kind of toxic element to your system. The actionable step here is to be mindful of your sweetness. Instead of refined sugars, try using a small amount of natural, unprocessed options like a tiny drizzle of pure maple syrup or raw honey. And always in moderation. Better yet, embrace the natural sweetness of fruit. A handful of fresh berries, sliced banana, or diced apple can provide all the delicious sweetness you need, along with added vitamins, minerals, and fiber. transforming your oatmeal into a truly wholesome, energy-sustaining meal without the hidden downsides. Now that we've discussed how we sweeten our oatmeal, let's move on to other common additions that might be doing more harm than good, starting with certain types of dairy products. Now that we've talked about what we sweeten our oatmeal with and how artificial sweeteners can undermine your best intentions, let's move on to another incredibly common addition that many of us pour into our morning bowl: certain processed dairy products. While plain milk or a dollop of unsweetened yogurt can be good for some, the real concern arises when we reach for those flavored yogurts, sweetened milks, or even some coffee creamers loaded with extra sugar, unhealthy fats, and a whole host of thickeners and stabilizers. Many of these processed dairy items come packed with added sugars that contribute to the same blood sugar spikes and inflammation we discussed earlier. But beyond the sugar, for many of us as we get older, our bodies become more sensitive to lactose, the sugar found naturally in milk. What might have been perfectly fine in our younger years can now lead to digestive distress. Think bloating, gas, cramps, and general discomfort if consumed in significant amounts. This isn't about dairy being inherently bad, but about recognizing how our bodies change and how processed versions can introduce inflammatory compounds and hard-to-digest elements. If you're experiencing unexplained digestive issues after your morning oatmeal, it might be worth considering the type of dairy you're using. The solution here is straightforward: opt for plain, unsweetened dairy products. If you enjoy yogurt, choose plain Greek yogurt for an extra protein boost, and sweeten it yourself with a few fresh berries. Or, if dairy tends to upset your stomach, explore the wonderful world of unsweetened plant-based milks like almond, soy, or oat milk. Just be sure to check the labels to ensure they don't contain added sugars or unnecessary fillers. Making this simple switch can dramatically improve your oatmeal's digestibility and overall health profile, allowing you to truly reap the benefits of the oats themselves. Next up on our list of seemingly innocent additions that can turn your healthy oatmeal on its head are sweetened dried fruits. Now, dried fruit might seem like a healthy choice, packed with fiber and vitamins. And yes, in small, unsweetened amounts. They certainly can be. The problem arises with the sheer concentration of sugar in dried fruits and, more importantly, the additional sugars often added during processing. When you dry a fruit, its natural sugars become highly concentrated. A small handful of dried cranberries or raisins can contain as much sugar as a piece of candy, and it's incredibly easy to overeat them because they don't have the water content that helps us feel full from fresh fruit. Then, manufacturers often add even more sugar, corn syrup, or fruit juice concentrate to enhance flavor and shelf life. For our bodies, this concentrated sugar load, especially without the balancing water content, can lead to a rapid increase in blood sugar levels. Similar to what happens with refined sugar, this again negates the slow-release benefits of oatmeal and can contribute to energy crashes and inflammatory responses. For an older adult, monitoring sugar intake is crucial for managing weight, preventing type 2 diabetes, and maintaining heart health, instead of relying on sweetened dried fruits. Embrace fresh or frozen fruits. A half cup of fresh berries, a sliced apple, or a handful of peach slices provides natural sweetness, a higher water content for satiety, and a broader spectrum of vitamins and antioxidants, all without the hidden sugar bomb. Moving on, let's talk about certain protein powders. Adding protein to oatmeal sounds like a smart move, especially for maintaining muscle mass as we age. However, not all protein powders are created equal, and many can introduce toxic elements into your healthy breakfast. The issue often lies with highly processed protein powders that are laden with artificial sweeteners, artificial flavors, thickeners, fillers, and sometimes even unhealthy fats. These additives can be incredibly hard on your digestive system, leading to bloating, gas, and discomfort. Some cheaper protein powders may also contain ingredients that can trigger sensitivities or allergies in some individuals. Our digestive systems become a bit more sensitive as we get older, and introducing a cocktail of synthetic ingredients can really throw things off balance. The goal of adding protein is to boost satiety and support muscle health. But if it comes at the cost of digestive distress or introduces unnecessary chemicals, it's counterproductive. So, if you're looking to boost your oatmeal's protein content, consider whole food sources first: a spoonful of natural, unsweetened nut butter, a sprinkle of chia or flax seeds, or even a quarter cup of plain Greek yogurt stirred in. If you prefer protein powder, be very selective. Look for brands with minimal ingredients, ideally just the protein source itself, like plain whey concentrate, pea protein, or hemp protein, and ensure it's free from artificial sweeteners and flavors. Now, let's address a common convenience item: high-sodium instant oatmeal packets. These little packets are marketed as quick and easy, and they certainly are. But they often come at a hidden cost to your health. Unlike plain rolled or steel-cut oats, which are minimally processed and retain most of their beneficial fiber, instant oatmeal packets are often highly processed, pre-cooked, and then dried. This processing can significantly reduce their fiber content and modify their starch structure, meaning they get digested much more quickly, leading to those undesirable blood sugar spikes we want to avoid. But the real toxic component here, beyond the often added sugars and artificial flavors, is the incredibly high sodium content. Many flavored instant oatmeal packets contain surprising amounts of sodium, sometimes as much as a savory snack for an audience over 60. Monitoring sodium intake is absolutely critical for managing blood pressure and supporting heart health. Consistently high sodium consumption can negate the heart-healthy benefits you're seeking from oatmeal and contribute to fluid retention and cardiovascular strain. The actionable step is simple: ditch the instant packets and embrace plain rolled oats or steel-cut oats. They require just a few more minutes of preparation but offer superior nutrition, fiber, and no hidden sodium or artificial ingredients. You can flavor them naturally with fresh fruit, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or a tiny bit of vanilla extract, creating a truly nourishing and heart-friendly breakfast. Finally, we come to processed nut butters with added sugars and unhealthy oils. Nut butter in itself is a fantastic addition to oatmeal, offering healthy fats, protein, and a rich flavor. But just like with protein powders, the commercial market is flooded with products that undermine these natural benefits. Many popular brands of peanut butter, almond butter, and other nut butters are loaded with added sugars, corn syrup solids, and hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oils. These added sugars contribute to the same blood sugar issues and inflammation we've already discussed, transforming a healthy fat source into something detrimental. Even more concerning are the unhealthy oils, particularly hydrogenated ones, which contain trans fats. These are notorious for increasing bad cholesterol and decreasing good cholesterol, significantly elevating the risk of heart disease. For our heart health, especially as we age, it's crucial to prioritize healthy fats and avoid those that contribute to inflammation and arterial plaque. The simple fix here is to read your labels carefully. Look for natural nut butters that list only 1 or 2 ingredients: the nuts themselves, and perhaps a pinch of salt. That's it. If you see sugar, corn syrup, palm oil, or any kind of hydrogenated oil on the ingredient list, put it back on the shelf. Choosing a pure, natural nut butter ensures you're getting all the beneficial fats and protein without the toxic extras, making your oatmeal truly shine as a heart-healthy and satisfying meal. So, we've journeyed through 7 common foods that, while seemingly harmless or even healthy, can quietly turn your nutritious bowl of oatmeal into a source of discomfort or even undermine its incredible benefits. We've explored how seemingly innocent additions like refined sugars and artificial sweeteners can disrupt your blood sugar balance and gut health, leading to energy crashes and digestive issues. We talked about how processed dairy and sweetened dried fruits, while tasty, can add hidden sugars and trigger sensitivities that leave you feeling bloated and sluggish. and we dove into why choosing natural, whole food additions over highly processed protein powders, high-sodium instant packets, and processed nut butters is so vital for truly nourishing your body, protecting your heart, and maintaining vitality as you age. It's easy to feel a little overwhelmed by all this information, especially when so many of these items are staples in our pantries. But remember, the goal here isn't perfection, it's progress. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Small, mindful changes really do add up to a huge difference in how you feel every single day. Think of it as empowering yourself with knowledge, transforming your beloved oatmeal into the powerhouse of nutrition it truly can be. A meal that leaves you feeling energized, light, and truly satisfied. You're not giving up oatmeal, you're simply making it work better for you, ensuring it supports your health goals rather than silently hindering them. I truly hope this has given you some helpful insights and perhaps even inspired you to look at your breakfast routine with fresh eyes. I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Have you noticed any of these issues with your own oatmeal? What are your favorite healthy additions or clever swaps that you've discovered? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights and ideas not only help me, but they also create a wonderful community where everyone watching this video can learn and grow together. If you found this video helpful and insightful, please give it a thumbs up. It truly makes a big difference and helps our channel reach more people who could benefit from this practical, health-focused information. And if you haven't already, do consider subscribing and ringing that notification bell so you don't miss out on more practical tips and empowering advice to help you live your best, healthiest life at every age. Remember, every small choice you make towards better health is a significant step towards feeling more vibrant, more energetic, and more alive. You have the power to nourish your body in the best way possible. And it's absolutely never too late to start feeling truly amazing and living your best life at every age.